So we're working on this project for a city. We finished this park, and it's the first natural playground to go in. This dates way back, and the inspector looks at it. We're standing looking at this thing, and there's a boulder, this giant glacial erratic granite boulder, and he looks over at it and he says, "So, what's that?" Well, I said, it's a boulder. He goes, "But are our kids going to climb it?" And I said, "Absolutely, they're going to climb it. So it's a play structure." And I said, "Well, yeah, it is." And he looked sideways at me and he said, "Impact rated surface." And I said, "Yeah, no, that's all impact rated surface, 1.8 meters on all sides." And he said, "Well, I'm not sure about the top of that. We may need to figure out access and egress points up to the top of that." And I thought, this is going to just suck. And then two kids showed up. And there was like a gazelle type kid who was just like boing, boing, boing. And he bounced over to this thing and he hopped to the top of this like it was nothing. There were no handholds on it. He just sort of went to the top. The other guy was more like a hippo. And he sort of waddles up to this thing and he just stands there looking at it with the other kid at the top of it. And I wanted to go and help him, like you want to help this kid so badly. And the kid's at the top and he's looking down and he's points and there's basically showing where the little ledges were, and you put your hand here and then the hippo tries to get up and he's clumsy. He's got hippo hands and he's clumsy and he's not doing so good. And he can't get up, and the kid hops down again, and then he helps him a bit. And he pulls a stump that was a seat for a little outdoor classroom section in this, and they pull the stump over and he helps him. And the hippo gets to the top first now. And then the gazelle climbs up after him, and the hippo gets to the top, and you know what he does? He's like, yeah, like this. And we spent our whole time in silence watching this. And the inspector looks at me and said, "Okay, I get it." And he was worried that there weren't handholds. Well, if we'd put handholds on, there would have been none of that social collaboration. There would have been none of that moment where he felt like he had accomplished something, that idea that he'd actually beaten a challenge, that sense of self-worth. And I have every reason to think that if there were stairs up, none of that would have happened. If it was not a full sensory experience, none of that would happen. And it does not have to be complicated. This stuff, this nature connection stuff, does not have to be complicated. We don't have to overthink it. The last thing I'll say about that is that he then asked me for a warranty on it. So we wrote him a 1,000,000-year warranty, and I signed it. I'll guarantee that granite boulder is going to still be there in 1,000,000 years. So if people often talk about longevity on this stuff, I think we have ways in nature that seem to last pretty well. So we can figure that out too.